गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषद अध्याय 3 मंत्र 2। एको हि रुद्रो न द्वितीयाय तस्थुः य इमान् लोकानीशत ईशिनीभिः य इमान् लोकानीशत ईशनीभिः प्रत्यञ्जनास्तिष्ठति सञ्चुकोचान्तकाले संसृज्य विश्वा भुवनानि गोपाः। We will read once again. एको हि रुद्रो न द्वितीयाय तस्थुः य इमान् लोकानीशत ईशनीभिः प्रत्यञ्जनास्तिष्ठति सञ्चुकोचान्तकाले संसृज्य विश्वा भुवनानि गोपाः। एको हि रुद्रः। Ishvara is called by various names. In fact, every name has its own significance. Every name is a description. One such name is Rudraha. Rudam dravayati iti Rudraha. One who drives away sorrow, one who removes the sorrow is called Rudra. Rud means dukkha, sorrow. Rudam dravayati, one who removes the sorrow is called Rudra. Sorrow implies samsara, all emotional problems, shoka, moha, the emotional helplessness, insecurity, fear. All these are included in the problem of samsara. Ishvara dispels the samsara. Rudam dravayati. How he removes samsara, how he makes us free from samsara. Through avidya nivritti. Avidya nivritti dwara. By removing avidya, by removing ignorance, now one may get a question. We remove our avidya. How do you remove your ignorance? You remove your ignorance by studying, etc. So you are working for removing your ignorance. How Ishvara is removing the ignorance? Here we should understand. Just by our own effort, we cannot remove ignorance. We need the grace of Ishvara also. That is why some people work very hard. Despite working very hard, the ajnana does not go away. Ajnana is as strong as before. People study for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. I know even such people. They have been studying Vedanta for many, many years. But still avidya has not gone. That is why they are still miserable, still samsaris. That is why Bhagavan says, you need Ishvara's grace. Adhyaya 10, Shloka 10 and 11 of Bhagavad Gita. You can refer to it, where Ishvara himself says, I remove the ignorance. Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mamupayanti te teshamevānukam pārtham ahamajñānajam tamaha nāshayāmyātma bhāvasthaha jnānadīpena bhāsvata. So, Bhagavan gives a jnana and removes the ajnana. And who receives Bhagavan's grace? Bhagavan himself has told it. Tesham satatayuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam. Those who worship Paramatma, those who worship Ishvara with bhakti, bhakti is very important. Without bhakti, one cannot get jnana. That is why at the end of this Upanishad, Svetaswatara Upanishad, the last shloka, generally we think last is not important. Last is least. But here last is not least. If you look at the last mantra of Svetaswatara Upanishad, the Upanishad clearly says, Yasya deve para bhaktihi yatha deve tatha gurau tasyaite kathita hyarthaha prakashante mahatmanaha. Very important mantra. Yasya deve para bhaktihi. One should have great devotion to Deva, great devotion to Ishvara. Yatha deve tatha gurau. And he has equal amount of devotion to the Guru also. For such people, the jnana unfold. The self-knowledge unfolds for such people. That is why Krishna emphasizes on the need of bhakti. Tesham satatayuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam. Pritipurvakam bhajatam. They worship Ishvara with great devotion. And satatayukta. They are committed, ever committed. Not that once in a while they are committed. It is a long process. The pursuit of moksha does not happen in a short duration. It is a committed process. Satatayukta. Some people think they will get some benefit in a day or two. Such people also come to me. They will get a quick and immediate benefit. But it does not happen. Until there is dedication, one cannot get any benefit. Give and take approach will not work here. It is not like going to a doctor or going to a counselor where you expect some service and you pay in return. It doesn't work. This is a long drawn process. That is why satatayuktana, constantly dedicated. Dadami buddhi yogam tam. I give them buddhi yoga. Buddhi yoga means jnana. Ishvara blesses them with the jnana. Jnana is a blessing of Ishvara. Yena mam upayanti te. And through the jnana, they attain Paramatma. Teshamevanukampartham अहमज्ञानजं तमः नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्थो ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता तेषामेव अनुकम्पार्थम्, on account of compassion to such people. In the form of self-knowledge, jnanadeepena bhaswata, aham ajnanajam tamaha nashayami, I remove the ajnana. Krishna himself has told. So, ajnana nivritti is also a grace of Ishvara. It does not happen just with our effort. Of course, an individual's effort is also needed. Our effort is also needed. But it does not happen purely with an individual's effort. You need the grace of Ishvara. Ishvara Kripa is very important. That is why Ishvara is responsible for freedom from samsara. Therefore, he is called Rudraha. Rudam dravayatiti Rudraha. Eko hi Rudraha. Rudraha is just one. One means na dvitiyayatasthuhu. There is no second. Eko hi. Only Rudra. Rudra alone is real. There is no second object. There is no parallel reality. Na dvitiyayatasthu. And the Rudra is described. Ya ima lokan ishata ishanibhihi. He rules all these worlds with his powers. Ishanibhihi. With the Jnana Shakti, Ichha Shakti, and Kriya Shakti. He is responsible for ruling this universe. Ishvara is the only substance. To drive home this point, the Vedanta makes use of a prakriya, a methodology. Prakriya means a methodology. And the methodology is called Karya-Karana Prakriya. Karya means effect. Karana means cause. Cause-effect methodology. Let us take an example. Clay and pot. Clay is the cause and pot is the effect. Among these two, we can understand certain points. Number one, the cause pervades the effect. The karana pervades the karya. Clay pervades the pot. Then number two, the karya does not have an existence apart from the karya. The karya does not have an existence apart from the karana. For example, the pot does not have an existence apart from clay. If pot has a separate existence, then you should be able to touch the pot without touching clay. You should be able to bring the pot without bringing clay. It is not possible. That is why the pot does not have an existence apart from the cause. The pot does not have a separate existence apart from the clay. Therefore, we can arrive at another conclusion, number 3. The karana is the only substance. There is no substance called karya. There is no substance called karya, and karana is the only substance. You can employ any example like a pot and clay. Gold and ornaments. Any example can be taken. And the same is told between Brahman and Jagat. The Shastra introduces Brahman as the effect of Brahman. Jagat is the effect of Brahman. Jagat is the karya. If Jagat is the karya, we can understand that Brahman pervades the Jagat. And Jagat does not have an existence apart from Brahman. Therefore, there is no substance called Jagat. The substance is only Brahman. And that is why this contention of Vedanta, there is no second object, na dvitiyayatasthuhu. This contention holds good. See, प्रत्यञ्जनास्तिष्ठति सञ्चुकोचान्तकाले संसृज्य विश्वा भुवनानि गोपाः सह विश्वाः भुवनानि संसृज्य. He creates the whole universe and he sustains gopaha. He is responsible for sustenance. And also antakale sanchukocha, at the end, when the cycle of the srishti comes to an end, he withdraws everything into himself. Therefore, Brahman is the Karana. Being the Karana, the Jagat does not have a separate existence. Therefore, Brahman is the only substance. Therefore, na dvitiyayatasthuhu. There is no second. Therefore, whatever is Brahman. Whatever is Paramatma. That is why we can easily say everything is Paramatma. Ishavasyamidam sarvam. Everything is pervaded by Isha, Ishvara. Brahmai vedam amritam purastat, Brahma paschat Brahma dakshinataschottarena, adhaschordhvancha prasrutam, Brahmai vedam vishwamidam varishtham. The same Brahman pervades all directions. Therefore, idam vishwam Brahma eva. This whole universe is nothing other than Brahman. So, Brahman is infinite. To be infinite, Brahman has to be all pervasive. Without being all pervasive, Brahman cannot be infinite. Now, what is the use of knowing all these things? Brahman is infinite, Brahman is big, Brahman is great. What is the use? That is why there is a line hiding here, which is very significant. Generally, we can miss it. Pratyanjanastisthati. This is the most significant line. Janan pratyaktisthati. He is present in us as the Antaratma, Pratyagatma. The same Brahman is the Pratyagatma. The self. So, with this statement, the Shruti has revealed that you are not different from Brahman. Therefore, this is a Mahavakya. This very mantra is a Mahavakya. It is here. It means it is your Swarupa. It is not different from you. When this is revealed, Brahman is no longer Paroksha. So far, the student might have thought, until coming to Vedanta, until coming to Mahavakya, the student might have thought that the Brahman is remote, somewhere far away. But then the Shruti says it is Pratyak, it is inside. Then Brahman is no longer Paroksha, no longer remote. It is absolutely Aparoksha, Sakshad Aparoksha. Next mantra. विश्वतश्चक्षुरुत विश्वतो मुखो विश्वतो बाहुरुत विश्वतस्पात् विश्वतो बाहुरुत विश्वतस्पात् संबाहुभ्यां धमति संपतत्रैः द्यावा भूमि जनयन् देव एकः The first half emphasizes on the Sarvatmatva of Brahman. The same Brahman is present everywhere. Therefore, we can describe Brahman as Vishwatachakshu, one who has eyes everywhere. Vishwataha Chakshu, he has eyes everywhere. It means every eye is the eye of Brahman. We identify with a pair of eyes and we say, I see. But in reality, who is responsible for the action of seeing? Who is responsible for the action of seeing? It is the consciousness, Chaitanya. No knowledge can happen without a Chaitanya. And the Chaitanya is nothing other than Brahman. Therefore, the same Brahman is in fact seeing through every eyes. The same Brahman is blessing every eye and enabling the vision. Therefore, Vishwataschakshuhu, every eye is the eye of Brahman. Vishwato Mukhaha, he has his face everywhere. Means every face is the face of Brahman. Vishwato Bahuhu, he has his arms everywhere and he has his feet everywhere. Means every hand, every feet, everything belongs to Paramatma. As it is described in chapter 13 of Bhagavad Gita, Sarvatah Panipadam Tat Sarvatokshishiro Mukham Sarvatah Shrutimaloke Sarvamavritya Tishtati. Sarvatah Panipadam Tat. It has hands and feet everywhere. Not that it has some separate hands and feet. All our hands and feet belong to Brahman. All upadhis are enlivened by the same Brahman. Therefore, Brahman is Sarvatma. Sarvatmatva. And then the second half. Ekaha devaha dyava bhumi janayan manushyan bahubhyam sandhamati sanyojayati pakshinaha sampatatraihi sandhamati sanyojayati. So, ekaha devaha, the same deva, the same Paramatma, Dyava Bhumi Janayan, he creates this world as well as the other worlds, Bhumi as well as Duloka. All lokas are created by Paramatma. And in the loka, he creates our bodies also. All these lokas are bhoga bhumis. Why these lokas are created? Various lokas. It is meant for us. We are put in these lokas. And in these lokas, we experience the results of our karma. Therefore, it is our bhoga bhumi. Bhoga does not mean pleasure. Bhoga means both pleasure and pain. Sukha dukkhanyatara sakshatkaro bhogaha. According to Shastra, bhoga does not mean just enjoying pleasure, not just watching TV. Sukha dukkha anyatara sakshatkaro bhogaha. Bhoga means experiencing of both pleasure and pain. And most often it happens choicelessly. We don't have choice over our experience. When we have to get pleasure, when we have to get pain, we cannot choose. If we can choose, nobody would have chosen to suffer. And so is our enjoyment. Most often we know people don't have choice over their enjoyment. They just get it. So, sukha dukkha anyatara sakshatkaro bhoga. And our bhoga is a result of our karma. What we experience is a result of our karma. We have a choice over karma. We don't have a choice over bhoga. What kind of karma I should do? At that time I have choice. But then the result of karma, which is bhoga, I don't have a choice. So, in accordance with our karma, Ishvara puts us in various lokas. Sometimes in this loka, sometimes in a higher loka, sometimes even lower lokas. There are various lokas. And we get the loka according to our karma. So, in order to give karma phala to various jivas, Ishvara creates various lokas. And not only he has created the lokas, in addition to the loka, we need a bhoga ayatana. Bhoga ayatana means a locus through which we can enjoy the bhoga. Bhogayatanam shariram, our bodies. Even our bodies are created in accordance with our karma. There are certain sophisticated bodies. Like a human body has a sophistication compared to a cow's body. Human body is more sophisticated, more refined. That is why we have a better ability to experience things and understand things. Our body is more sophisticated, more advanced. Scientifically speaking, more advanced. Now, the Devata Sharira is even more advanced, even more sophisticated. That is why they have even finer senses. What we cannot see, they can see. What we cannot hear, they can hear. They have a higher degree of enjoyment. Greater bhoga. So, the bhoga depends on the bhoga ayatanas, what kind of body we have. It is also decided by Ishvara. Ishvara associates us with certain bhoga ayatana, certain shariras. And that is what the Shruti says. Manushyan bahubhyam sandhamati. He gives us the arms. He gives arms to the human beings, hands to the human beings, and wings to the bird. Sampadatraihi sandhamati means he gives wings to the birds. Ishvara gives hands to human beings and Ishvara gives wings to the birds. Seems to be a very simplistic statement, inconsequential, but it has its own significance. Hands are our karmendriya. Hands, pani, it is a karmendriya. We do karma with our hands. And we take credit of the karma. I did this, I did that. Even for doing karma, first of all, you should have a hand. Who gave the hand? Ishvara. Therefore, even if I am able to move an inch, it is because of the grace of Ishvara. Therefore, all the credit goes to Ishvara. When we understand this, our attitude to all the actions changes. Instead of saying, I did it, one can easily say, Ishvara did it through me. By giving me hands, by giving me legs, by giving me buddhi, Ishvara got it done through me. That is why in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan tells Arjuna, Nimittamatram bhavasavya sachin. Be just a nimitta. You are just a nimitta. Don't think you are fighting the war. Don't think you are winning the war. You are just a nimitta. Who is doing all these things? It is done by Ishvara himself. Therefore, in order to have the right attitude towards our actions, we should understand that even the ability to work is given by Ishvara himself. Ishvara has given me the body. Ishvara has kept me in a given situation. And the same Ishvara has given me the understanding of what is right and what is wrong, what I should do in a given situation. With this understanding, one can easily offer all one's action to Ishvara. The Ishvararpana buddhi. It is possible only if one has this understanding. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.